Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to a brand new video. And before we get into the news that we need to talk about, make sure you do subscribe to the channel because we are on the road to 700 subscribers. We are currently on 668 subscribers, so we're getting closer. So please subscribe if you are new, and of course like the video so it helps get out to more people. More new people will come in and watch the video. So let's get into the news we have today. So we got two different stories, updates to talk about, both involving Liverpool players coming to Leeds United. So let's start off with the lesser of the two, I guess I would say. Not the lesser of the two as the players, but more the lesser of the two in like the stories. Leeds United have been linked with interest in Liverpool left back Tsimikas, which we've already talked about that. Leeds United hope of a summer move for Tsimikas could be boosted by reports of Liverpool choosing in a deal for Bournemouth left back Kirkes. Of course, Liverpool signing Kirkes, which will mean Tsimikas is probably most likely going to leave Liverpool. Before the season starts, and we do need a left back, in my opinion. We need a new starting left back. Tsimikas has recently been named as a possible target for Leeds United, with a first choice left back needed if Junior Firpo leaves at the end of his contract in a few weeks' time, which I don't know if he fully will. I don't know if he's going to sign a new deal, but even if he does, we still need a starting left back because I don't think Firpo, as I've said multiple times, I still don't think he can defend. The Daily Mail has actually reported interest in the Greek international defender earlier this month, which we talked about back then. And their Liverpool correspondent Lewis Steele provided a fresh update on Wednesday evening about Tsimikas. Speaking on his personal YouTube channel, Steele named Leeds as one of three possible destinations for Tsimikas, who is also thought to be on the radar of Spanish side Valencia and French outlet Lille. So those two clubs are also in for him, so it's not going to be easy. It's not a definite he'll come to Leeds United, but if you can offer him Premier League football, sometimes that helps get the player, because the Premier League is the most watched league in the world, and there's a chance that we could get him. The Daily Mail journalist added, I'd say that it's probably more towards 80 to 85% that Tsimikas will go this summer, so most likely he will actually be leaving, which I think he will be. He's not been perfect by any stretch of, but he's a bit of a cult figure and he's loved within the squad. It'll be a shame for him to go, but the timing feels right for the Liverpool after Liverpool signed Kirkes, which is true. That interest in Kirkes is likely to have played a significant role in the decision to sell the left back, with at least one of Tsimikas or the experienced Andy Robertson now expected to leave, and it probably will be Tsimikas because I think they'll keep Andy Robertson as a player. And it appears a move for the Bournemouth star is gathering serious pace ahead of the transfer window officially opening on Sunday. So the window, of course, is almost opening, and we all know that. Fabrizio Romano had an update on Liverpool left-back hunt. That's talking about Kirkes. Basically, it looks like they are going to sign Kirkes. I think the rest of this is all about Kirkes. But yeah, so Tsimikas, we have a chance to sign him. There's a race between us and two other clubs in Valencia and Lille who are also in for him. Do I think we'll get him in the end? I don't know, because, they are in other leagues. Yeah. There is that thing of Premier League, you could get the player to come to you if you're going to offer him first team starting place, which I think we would if we did sign Tsimikas. I think we'd offer him a starting place in the team straight away as the starting left back next season. But there is that bit of like, he might go to Lille, he might want to play at Lille or Valencia instead. The next news we have to talk about after that Tsimikas news is the main news that we heard this morning. The main news. The update on Leeds United's Kelleher as Liverpool make transfer decision. Now, we all talked about Kelleher and how good of a signing it would actually be if we did manage to get him. But the problem was the price tag being about 40 million, and we're not going to spend 40 million on a goalkeeper when we could spend that on a better player, basically, in my opinion. Or not a better player, but a player less money that's going to do a job. We're not going to spend a big bunch of money on the goalkeeper. That's more safe for a striker, or the number 10, or both of those, ahead of the goalkeeper, who we can probably get a cheap goalkeeper who can do what we need him to do. Leeds United will be on the hunt for a new goalkeeper ahead of their Premier League return. Talking about how Melia will not be the number one, basically, and all that here. Where is it? Where is this? And then we go here. So The Republic of Ireland international Kelleher has made no secret of his desire to become a first-choice goalkeeper elsewhere, so he is leaving, and interest in his services is growing at the transfer window edges closer. And now the Liverpool Echo name Leeds as one of the 5 Premier League teams eyeing the Liverpool backup. So there are a lot of teams eyeing him still, so there is a chance we can get him, but it's going to be a very difficult one if we can get it over the line. But it's one of those, if we do get it over the line, it's a massive it's a statement signing. The report claims Leeds have a definite interest in Kelleher, who is also on the radar of West Ham United. Bournemouth, Aston Villa have also been linked with the Anfield shotstopper, amid growing uncertainty over their current first choice, Emi Martinez, who it looks like he's leaving the way he waved to the fans. And he was in tears. But Brentford appear to be leading the race at this early stage. So at this early stage, it looks like Brentford are going to be the team that actually do manage to get him. Thomas Frank's side are set to lose first-choice goalkeeper Mark Flecken, who is closing in on a move to the Bundesliga side by Leverkusen. And Sky German reporter Florian Plattenberg reports they are already in talks with Liverpool, but in a boost to other suitors, including Leeds United. The Liverpool Echo suggests Kelleher will not rush his decision, so he's going to give it time and wait. So there is a chance we could, we could entice him to come to Leeds, given the number of options. How much will Leeds United target Kelleher cost? Now this is the thing. This is the update. Another boost for Leeds United is to suggest Liverpool will listen to offers in excess of just 20 million. So cheap compared to what we were actually going to pay from 20 million is, that's good for a keeper. That's how much we said we were going to spend on a keeper maximum, around the 20 million mark. And if we can get Kelleher for 20 million, what a bargain signing that would be, in my opinion. Which is significantly less than the earlier reports that we were all talking about the price tag being from 30 to 45 million pounds, and that's why we were like, we're not going to sign him for 40. We're not going to spend 40 million on the goalkeeper. And yeah, so it's been gone from 40 million basically, 30 to 45 million, all the way down to 20 million. So if we can get him for 20 million, that's great. But I still don't think we'll be the ones that actually get him in the end. I feel like if it's anyone, it'll probably be Aston Villa, because they got Europe, they got Europa League football, and I think he might want to play in Europe. That will at least partly be due to Kelleher's contract situation, with the goalkeeper's Anfield deal expiring next summer. So they've had to put the price down because of his contract expiring. How close the final fee is to 20 million remains to be seen. So we don't actually know if it's 20 million or maybe a bit more than 20 million. We're not quite sure if it is actually just 20 million or maybe a bit more. But it is likely to rise given the level of interest, with Anfield Chiefs no doubt hoping for a bidding war. Aston Villa in particular will also be able to offer European football, as we just said, like Europa League football, while both Brentford and Bournemouth have ambitions of climbing further up the table to get into Europe, which is true. Leeds United cannot offer the same level of top-flight security as the transfer rivals, which is true, given they are only just returned to the Premier League, but might also to sell an ambition project backed by the stadium development and everything going on around the club at the moment, which everything sounds like it's going to be good. So if we could give him the project, like if we can offer him put the project out to him and say, our goal is, you come here, we stay up next season, that's the goal next season, and then we keep pushing, and you could become a hero at Leeds United as we push on to Europe. Now, do I think we're going to sign him in the end? No, as I've already said, I think he probably chooses Villa out of all the clubs, in my opinion. But there is that thing of, can we sell him the project of being our number one for the next not 5 years, sorry, like pushing up to 10 years, like next 10 years being our starting number one, pushing into Europe and pushing up the table, and hopefully, getting back to where, I think we should be playing in European football. So there is that we could do. But there is also the fact that Villa could offer him European football straight away. So it's going to be a very difficult signing to actually make. But how the price has dropped from 40 million all the way down to 20 million, maybe a bit over 20 million, would be a massive signing for us. But as I've already said, don't know if we'll get it over the line. Don't think we will actually get over the line. Hey, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Stranger transfers have happened. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of both stories. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.